Oh my, it pierced the microphone. Can hear that. Dogs barking outside. Whoops. Shit. Normally the part 2 takes place at least after a day. This sucks. Why is Monica such a jerk? She should be grateful that I even joined her stupid club. It's not like she can find any members. Monica's usually really nice. She cares so much about everyone in the club being happy. Yeah, right. Well, she usually does. Maybe when she's not busy being so judgmental. So what if I'm into manga? Why can't just one person accept that, instead of being so condescending about it? Yeah. I hate it when people aren't straightforward and to the point about their shit. I accept it. I think it's cute. Oh, come on, that's condescending too. I'm sorry, I didn't mean it like that. I just want to support you. Natsuki sighs. I know there's no way Natsuki would read JoJo. She's only into shoujo manga. Which is fine, I like shoujo manga. It's all I've been reading these past few goddamn years I've been reading manga. I know. Thanks. It just really sucks. You want me to talk to Monica? I don't know. It's not like it's gonna change her opinion of me. Like, even if you were to convince her to back off, that wouldn't suddenly make me feel like I'm actually welcome in the club. I should just find another club. Wait, you don't have to do that. We can figure this out. Please? Why does Sayori care so much, actually? I mean, I'm the vice president. Or at least I think I am. Do you mean that's still not official? She did just sort of say that as a joke, huh? And I don't want you to leave. Everyone deserves to feel welcome and to be happy, so I want to make that happen for you. I was wondering, what was the reason that you decided to join the literature club? Well, Natsuki hesitates. It's kind of dumb. Aw, don't say that. There's no such thing as a dumb reason why when everyone is welcome. I wasn't welcome. You were to me? So, just don't tell anyone, okay? Especially Monica. I promise. Natsuki sighs. I'm just tired of everyone judging me all the time. I can't enjoy any of the stuff I'm into without people making snotty comments about it. Not that I care about what anyone else thinks. But you know, the signs for the literature club said that you can be yourself or whatever, write the way into your heart and shit. So I decided it was at least worth a shot. But that was a lie, apparently. Natsuki dejectedly kicks the toe of her shoe against the wall. Oh, and I like writing too. Really? How come you didn't say that to Monica? Because she's a bitch! She was being so judgmental that I didn't just want to tell her something she wanted to hear. She didn't deserve that kind of satisfaction. That's using subterfuge. If she knew I was into writing, then she would just be like everyone else and try to push me away from the manga in favor of the more mature thing. I'm doing air quotes right now, you guys can't see it. The two of them remained silent for a while. Sayori understands that it's out of the question for Natsuki to return to club room for today at least. But Natsuki has a reason for wanting to join the club, just like everyone else. It is part of the club vision for her to be welcome. You deserve to express yourself as much as everyone else does. That's supposed to be what the club is for. So, I'm going to do everything I can to fix this. I promise. It's lunchtime the next day. Cafeteria and hallways are bustling with students rushing to meet with their friends and make the most out of their limited break time. Where could she be? Among them is Monica, who always eats lunch in her classroom, but she has some additional business today. Fearing Natsuki would avoid coming to the club, Monica decided to try to find her during lunch, so that she could make amends. Well, this is certainly new. We're usually always only ever in the club. You know, there were those new other freaking backgrounds. Woo! It's like all my sneezes are finally coming out all at once after having been clogged up for a long time. I've been sneezing for a while now. Why haven't we used them yet? Like, they were used for some building shots, whatever sort of building I'm looking for. Character building, not world building. I don't know. But we haven't seen them yet again. What the fuck? After searching for an extensive time, Monica finally spots her. Despite her short stature, Natsuki's bright hair helps her stand out from the crowd. There's no way, right? It's so hard to believe. Natsuki has pink hair. It can't be natural, but at the same time, considering her home experience, there's no way it can't not be natural. Then again, this is an anime world with anime shit and anime problems. Oh gosh. Suddenly feeling awkward, Monica's afraid to get closer. Oh, you're approaching me? I'm sorry. I keep doing this for some reason. Natsuki's with some friends whom Monica doesn't recognize, and they're all energetically chatting together. Oh wow, that's actually hard to believe. It would be really tactless to just interrupt them. Oh yeah, did you end up joining that literature club or what? Of course I joined. Why wouldn't I? Ha! I told you she would join. Come on, you know she only joined because you wouldn't stop giving her crap about the anime club. I told you I never even wanted to join that stupid club. Oh sure. Well, you have to give her some credit for at least making an effort to finally grow past that trash. Haha, true. Well, congrats on finally graduating middle school, Natsuki. We're proud of you. Yeah, I knew it. They were anything but friends. Shut up. Just let me do my thing. I'm just joking. You know we love you. Yeah, once the literature club makes you a famous writer, we'll be the first ones to buy your book. My god, I want to punch them. What, you're gonna buy her smutty fanfiction? Well, obviously, I want the signed copy. That was like years ago. You don't think I've grown out of it by now? Oh, come on, there's nothing wrong with writing fanfiction. I told you I was joking. Besides, it's a good reminder of how far you've come since then. Not to mention, you couldn't have done it without us. That gives us a path to joke about it. That kind of shit requires consent and a long time. People think once someone says you're a friend, you can just do whatever the fuck you think is okay with them. And don't even bother to ask. That's why I hate, like in school, I try not to make friends with people because that just means they'll try doing all sorts of bullshit without any consent from the other party. Everyone else obviously leads into it because social issues and all that crap, but that doesn't mean I'm the same, and I'm not a conformist. I'm a rebellious bitch. Yeah, sure. If you're one of those people right now, and you have some friends, and you think you've been hanging out with them and you've been doing the shit for a long time now, you should ask them, okay? Consent is important. Not just in romantic relationships, you shit. They grow up so fast, it brings a tear to my eye. Natsuki suddenly glances in Monika's direction, prompting Monika to quickly turn away and distance herself. Okay, well, she didn't run away. What the heck? That was horrible. She'd have said something to defend her. Why do I have to be so conflict avoidant? Not that I deserve to say anything. I'm hardly better than them after the way I treated her. I'm so awful. I'm not doing anything right. After school ends, Monica distractedly makes her way to the club room. She finds Yuri already inside, eyes on a book as usual. Well, if it's any consolation prize, Yuri and Monica do end up reading novels and manga respectively in the good ending. Well, in the bad ending too, but they get deleted shortly afterwards by Monica. So, Monica picks a desk and slumps into it. Something she seems to be doing rather often lately. Yuri, I don't think I can be club president. I suck at handling anything that doesn't go, exactly my way. Yuri looks up from her book. It's like the literature club is a place where you get to express yourself. Unless it's in a way that I don't like. I'm so mad at myself. And I'm especially mad that I didn't have the self-reflection skills to realize what I was doing so much for maturity. Sorry, I really shouldn't be complaining out loud like this. There's just a lot on my mind. No. I enjoy listening. Really? Why? Yuri shrugs. It just makes me feel nice. Oh, well, okay. I guess I'll just continue then. Yuri nods. Yeah. Well, Natsuki's kind of a blunt attitude, you know? That's a bad thing. I like blunt people. Saves everyone the hassle, you know? Truth hurts, but only when it actually hurts. When it's convenient, it doesn't hurt. That's the duality of man. In reality, you don't care whether it's a truth or a lie, you just wanna look good. That's what we all are. That's why I don't have pride. Pride gets in the way because pride can be used against you. You can even use it against yourself sometimes. That's why I don't have pride. That means I won't worry if I try to beat up a defenseless little baby. I don't have a pride to feel bad about hurting someone innocent and defenseless. Maybe some level of pride is okay. Okay. Made me feel like she wasn't taking the club seriously. I couldn't even figure out why she wanted to join. I saw her friends talking to her in the hallway during lunch. They were just so mean to her. Telling her to grow up and stuff like that. But the literature club would help her grow out of her manga. It just made me so mad, just let her enjoy it. It makes her happy. Or I tried to take that away from her. I want to punch you so hard right now! When I had that thought, it was then that I came to the realization that I was kind of doing that same thing. Just in a roundabout way. I should have made her feel good about being passionate about something. But I just dismissed it. No, I was actually trying to avoid acknowledging it at all. I even did that with you, Yuri, when you first joined the club. You did? Yeah, thank fuck you never noticed. So what what kinds of fucking literature do you enjoy, Monica? What the fuck? Do you enjoy anything? Are the types of literature you enjoy fucking audits of fucking debates? Audits of fucking, Phoenix attorney bullshit? Court records? Yeah, I remember. Fantasy isn't really my thing, so I was kind of trying to dismiss it, but then Sayori jumped in and took over the conversation. I should have reflected on that, but I didn't. Guess I just let Sayori handle it instead. And I'm repeating the same mistake, except I really hurt someone this time. Monica shakes her head. I'm so tired of being afraid of things I'm not comfortable with. It's so stupid. That's why this all could have technically been avoided if you just made a more specific club. Like I said, of literature club, it's stuff I specifically want other people to do as well along with me club. Also, no politics. Just God no. Like, I can just picture how much joy it would bring Natsuki if I let her share her passion a little. I'm so angry that her friends were treating her like that. I'm going to get them back for it. Get them back? Yeah, I'll get them back by making sure that this is the literature club that Natsuki wants, not the one that they want. Amazing. Well, at least, as long as she's finally willing. Sayori suddenly burst through the door, making Monika and Yuri jump. Yep, it's a jump. Sayori entering's a jump scare. With a rare, stern face, she marches over to Monika's desk and sits down next to her. Oh, you're approaching me. I can't convince you to let Natsuki join without getting closer. I'm so sorry, I don't know why I keep referencing that. I'm having an intervention. I wish I had a face cam right now to show you my confused and disappointed face. I can do that because I'm vice president. Is this about Natsuki? Yes. Yeah, I know. I messed up. I'm super sorry. I was just talking to Yuri about it. Really? I was so dismissive of her passion that she felt threatened, and probably just unwelcome. Literally the opposite of what the literature club is supposed to be. I really need to make it up to her. Oh. Yay, I did it! Mission complete! And she didn't have to do anything. She didn't even have to do anything. Hell yeah. Thanks for the intervention, Sayori. I'm glad we're on the same page. Friendship wins again! So how do you want to make it up to her? I have a plan. Keikakudori. Sayori, do you know if Natsuki's coming to the club meeting today? I don't think she is. I see. Monika was afraid of that, not because of her plan, but because she's facing the consequences of the damage that she inadvertently caused. But the only way to do the right thing now is to face it head on. It's so easy to just duck away from conflict and wait for it to blow over. That's what being easy means. But easy is never the good choice. Most of the time anyway, there's always exceptions. That is the only thing that'll never have an exception. That'll always be constant. But that's not enough. To truly respect someone's feelings after you've hurt them is to face them and admit your wrongdoing. Not the wrongdoing of mismanaging the club, but the wrongdoing of disrespecting Natsuki's feelings. I already made my stance in a video once before, I'm pretty sure, about respect, how I feel about it, and how other people, or maybe it was on a diary entry. Either way, I don't want to get into a whole spiel about it again. Even though I'm the type of person who doesn't mind repeating myself over and over. Okay, do you think you can get her to come to the meeting tomorrow? Scout's honor! Okay, awesome. Yuri, you don't have to worry about anything, but thank you for being my friend. You're a good listener. Hehe. Fidgeting with her hair, Yuri turns away to hide a smile. Well, I guess for today, it's going to be a pretty quiet club meeting. I'm going to step out for a bit. Is that okay? Yeah, I'm just gonna go read with Yuri. Hey, is that one of Natsuki's books? How come it's out there? Sorry, picks up a manga that was resting on an adjacent desk. Parfait Girls, volume, 72, chapter 673. Oh, that. Natsuki probably just left it out by accident. I thought she hasn't been coming to the club. Actually, Monika's been... Okay, Yuri, I'm sure it was just someone else who was using this classroom then, okay? Oh, you see what I mean with pride? I really shouldn't have let that out. If Sayori catches on, she'll definitely tell Natsuki that would get really awkward. Now I wonder if there's a keyboard I could borrow from the music room. So how long has she been practicing piano then? The time for the next club meeting has already arrived. Monica and Yuri are the first to arrive. I'm really disappointed. I thought there would be a poem at least once in every side story, but another one hasn't shown up so far. Monica and Yuri are the first to arrive. I'm so worried. Do you think Sayori's going to be able to bring Natsuki? Yes. How do you know? Well, she's Sayori. Fair enough. Understandable. Have a great day. You know, you're right. Time slowly passes. Monica sits, and stands up to face around and sits again. Yuri's eyes don't move from her book. Then the door finally opens. Sayori marches inside. Behind her, Natsuki shuffles inside, nervously looking around the room. We're here! Fuck! Oh, sorry, excuse me. Understandable, right? My voice? We're here! Welcome back. Monica, the club president, stands up and greets them with a smile. Sayori picks a desk and takes a seat. Natsuki sits closely next to her. That just makes the events of Act 2 all the more unbelievable. How? If this is how the club originally formed its original 4 members, how the fuck did Monica manage to rope in Yuri and Natsuki? I mean, I guess, game glitchy bullshit, whatever. Looking back and forth between the club members, Monica struck with a nostalgic feeling. Nostalgic? She would stand at the front of the club room just like this, struggling to picture just who may eventually be sitting before her. But imagination was never enough to predict just how unique and diverse each member would be. Each with their own struggles, her own reasons for seeking the vision that Monica had admittedly so vaguely advertised. Seeking trust, understanding, respect. What new lessons will the future hold for the literature club? Realizing she's getting ahead of herself, Monica takes a deep breath and returns to the present. Okay, everyone. Hey, the literature club is starting. We have an activity planned for today. Monica turns around to face the chalkboard. On it, she writes Manga in big letters. This is how you write it in kanji. This is how you write it in hiragana. This is what they call manga in China. And this is how you spell manga using Roman letters. Specifically how it is written in the language known as English. Roman letter? I meant the alphabet. And I should... Today we're going to learn from an expert about a unique form of literature. A manga. Oh, come on. Isn't this kind of forced? I know you don't actually want to do this, so just... Monica shakes her head. Natsuki. This is the hardest part. After making it this far, it would be so easy to just smile and move on. But that's not enough. Not this time. I'm sorry. It was wrong of me not to take you seriously when you were kind enough to show your interest in my club. I thought about it and I realized how biased I was against manga. It caused me to disrespect you, and I'm sorry. But I think you deserve to be able to share your passion with us. So can I make it up to you? Well, thanks, but I know you're only doing this because Sayori told you to. Wait, that's not true. Monica planned this all by herself. I didn't even get a chance to talk to her. I was witness to that as well. This is the Literature Club. The Literature Club is a place where everyone gets to be themselves. We all have our own interests and our differences. It's my vision to let us freely express that. And it's my goal to respect everyone for them. So I just want to learn about the things that make you happy. I think that you deserve to share that joy as much as everyone else does. Is that okay? Natsuki looks away and hesitates. But it's really dumb. The stuff I'm into. Monica smiles. Everything where every hobby is pretty dumb, you know? She kneels in front of Natsuki's desk, looking her straight in the eye. If you like it, then it's not dumb. Oh, except for me. Sayori are not dumb either. Nah, she's very dumb, but that's fine. What the heck? You guys are weird. Fine, I'll show you some of my manga. Only because you admitted that it's literature after all. Natsuki stands up. Oh yeah, I didn't say this before, but I'm actually into writing too. I'm kind of a pro. But I didn't want you to like me just for that. Wow, really? I really did have you all wrong, Natsuki. Yeah, whatever. Today's not about that anyway, right? It's about manga, so I hope you're ready. Is there gonna be no CG? Okay, fuck, it's not over yet. A week has passed since Natsuki returned to the literature club. Since then, the club activities have been in full swing. Each club member had received a day in the spotlight to share all of their favorite kinds of literature with each other. So that their meeting draws to a close, Monica approaches Natsuki on the way out. Natsuki, are you in a hurry home or anything? Me? Not particularly. Why? Oh, there was just something I wanted to show you. If you had a few minutes. I'm sure Yuri didn't give a single fuck during that meeting. Sure, what is it? It's not in here. Can you follow me to the music room? The music room? Why? Well, you'll see. Oh damn, look at this. You know, I was thinking back. When the club was just me and Sayori, we would talk about how we envisioned the club to turn out. We cared a lot about it being a place where people could express themselves. And she said something strange to me. She said that I was trying to make the club that I needed myself more than anyone. I think it wasn't until you joined that I fully understood that. Because you really taught me a lot about myself. Like things that I was probably always too stubborn to admit. Oh come on, you can't mean that. I didn't even do anything. I just bought a bunch of manga and then I got all fussy and then I didn't even have my way. When I didn't even have my way. It was really stupid of me to make such a big deal out of it. No, I honestly needed it. If you didn't express that you were hurt, I would never have realized that I did something wrong. Besides, your feelings are valid. They deserve to be heard and respected. It's just really hard to feel that way sometimes. You know, like, I really shouldn't care about what other people think in the first place. But when you're just criticized by everyone around you for being a certain way, it can get really hard to just brush it off. It makes me start to feel like I'm the problem. Like I'm not doing enough to please everyone else. And am I being too entitled if I just want people to like me without me having to hide a bunch of stuff about myself? I don't think I am. I just wish that sometimes people would try to appreciate me for who I actually am. As Monica listens, she recalls vividly how Natsuki's friends were treating her, and how naturally they did so. How long has she been fighting against that, refusing to change for others? I could only wish I was as strong as you are, Natsuki. You're so honest with yourself. I'm like, always trying to come off as perfect for other people. Anytime there's like a hint of contention, I just crumble. But it's thanks to you that I really started thinking about this stuff. You really inspired me to start working on it. But, well, like I said, I didn't even do anything. You were just being yourself. That's all you needed to do. Also, there's something else. Monica takes a breath. The thing is, I might have read a little bit of your manga. What the heck? Why didn't you tell me? I'm sorry, I think I just felt like kind of embarrassed to admit it. After I gave you such a hard time about it. I can't believe you, of all people, were reading manga behind my back. That's so funny. Yeah, well, I just flipped through one of them out of curiosity, but I ended up reading a whole bunch of it. But, I mean, one of the characters was in a literature club. What are the chances, right? You're reading Parfait Girls. Wow, you have good taste. Just one volume. And I kinda just picked it out randomly. Well, you have good intuition then. You had to tell me all your favorite parts. Well, I think it was some kind of weird fate. Because the character isn't just in a literature club. She also plays piano. It's just weird, because I've always wanted to learn the piano. She was the perfect She was the perfect person that I always wish I was. If I just did what I wanted, instead of always second-guessing myself. Monica walks over to the piano and sits down. I was kinda spoiled of this when I was looking up the walkthroughs. Which didn't help, by the way. I always felt like I should only share the absolute best parts of myself. The parts that will impress people, or make them like me more. But after you joined the club, I really realized how self-destructive that mentality is. We share things because we want to express ourselves. Sharing experiences allows us to share emotions. And I just felt like I wanted to show you this because if it wasn't for you, I never would have started playing. Hey, I think the credit for that one goes for Parfait Girls, not me. No. Well, maybe it's true that Parfait Girls put the thought into my head, but it was still you who inspired me to keep practicing every day. Every day? Because you know, you just make me feel like I want to do something I should just do it. I mean, I still haven't been practicing for very long, and I'm really not good at it yet, like, at all. But I wrote a song for the club, and I worked really hard on it. It doesn't have any words or anything, but yeah. Dun dun dun. It's like a slight edit of the main theme, nice. That's impossible. You can't claim to be not good yet and then you make up your own fucking composition. That's like writing a poem once a day or something. Impossible. Straight up. That's all. That was good. It was? Yeah, are you kidding? You're like already a pro. Not even close. Oh, come on. Does the song have a name? You said it was about the club, so... Yeah. It's called My Song, Your Note. Because everyone brings something so unique to the club. It's completely different from how I first imagined it, I think. But I was like such a selfish perfectionist. It shouldn't be about me. It should be about everyone. And it's all of you who helped shape the club into what it is. I would never change that. Well, I think that's really thoughtful. And kind of flattering. I kind of feel like I don't deserve this much validation. I wasn't exactly very patient either when I first joined the club. It makes me feel like I should probably apologize too. I think I was just really fed up with a lot of things and I got frustrated after not getting my way in the club. So yeah, I really didn't mean to take it out on you. I was being really immature. If you get my stubborn butt to apologize, I guess you're doing something right. It's fine, I'm past it too. I think we're already even. But it's really sweet that you were thinking about it. It takes a lot of maturity to reflect on that kind of thing. Well, I wonder who I got it from. Oh, never mind. Well, anyway, we're even as long as you let me keep my manga in the club room. You did admit that it's a form of literature. You totally can't take that back now. You got me. The closet's all yours. I'll tell you what, I'll bring in a little something for the club tomorrow. I want to do something nice in return. Yes! What kind of little something? Oh, you'll see. But I don't think you'll be disappointed. Next club meeting ends up being a particularly tasty one. Nice. Oh, there's a guitar in this shit as well, what the fuck? I just realized. Hey, lovely. Ew, I like this one. Coffee. The variations aren't unlocked. That really sucks. Wait a minute. Where the fuck is the Sayori and Monica crying? Bullshit. Why? Discrepancy. Having run the control simulation for a while, it's evident that a certain character is missing from any mention or appearance. This makes me speculate that Monica's meddling is less clumsy than we think, because she would have had to manufacture this character herself as a way of forcing interaction between her and the user. Could that be why the character has such limited and dissonant personality traits? Or am I reading too much into this? I'll open an issue to start tracking info and observations on the anomaly of this character appearing. So the main character is Monica's doing? Deepest lore. Anyway, that'll do. I'm off to actually write now. Hopefully.